Well, the Edmonton Oilers' first game in 11 days ends in a 4-2 loss here at the Enterprise Center to kick off their 5-game road trip. Now, they did erase a 2-goal deficit in this one, courtesy of Leon Draisaitl's 24th, his league-leading 24th and league-leading 50th point of the season, while Evan Bouchard got on the board for his 6th of the season as he now leads all Oilers defensemen in both goals and points. But in the second half of this hockey game, it was Vladimir Tarasenko and Brandon Saad extending the lead for the St. Louis Blues to wrap this one as they double up on the Oilers on Wednesday night. Welcome to the Oilers TV live post-game show. I'm your host, Tony Barr. Thanks so much for making us a part of your evening. We're going to hear from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and said goal scorer Evan Bouchard in just a few moments. They'll be followed up by head coach Dave Tippett. Stay tuned. How did you assess your team's performance tonight?
Just way too many turnovers, and they ended up putting them in the back of the net. So we should have to limit our turnovers.
When it comes to the turnovers, is it almost you can take that as a positive, knowing that those are correctable mistakes that this team can make forward?
Yeah, definitely. It's like you said, correctable. I think we just have to play with confidence and limit those turnovers, and like I said, we'll be fine as long as we do that.
When it comes to turnovers, it often results in a lack of sharpness. Do you feel like that was the case coming off an extended break?
Yeah, but it's not really an excuse. They had the same break that we did, and like I said, it's not really an excuse. It just happened the way it did.
I know the bench was shortened on the defensive side after the first period. How did you feel like the rest of the group kind of came around that, and how did you feel like the added minutes was for the rest of the group?
I thought we handled it pretty well. As we got the first few goals. They got them quick, and I think we tightened up a little bit there. But I thought on the back end it was solid, and we should have to keep pushing forward.
First game of a 5-game road trip ends in a 4-2 loss. So what's the next step in order to make sure you guys are ready to go come Friday?
Get our rest, get hydrated, and put this one behind us. We take it as a learning step and go from there.
Assess your team's performance coming out of that lengthy break?
I thought did some things right, but overall, I mean, we just gave them too many good opportunities, and Smitty had to make some big saves, and give them that many odd man rushes, and let guys come down 2-on-0 and 2-on-1 and get breakaways, and good teams like that are going to make you pay.
Evan talked about the turnovers, said they were far too frequent, especially on the defensive side of the puck. How does the team maybe kind of take the learnings from that, especially on game 1 of a 5-game road trip, and maybe apply them heading into Friday?
Well, yeah, I mean, you get on a road trip like this, and simplicity goes a long way, and even throughout individual games, I thought we were doing it at times, and putting pucks behind them and getting a forecheck going, and we just didn't do it often enough. I mean, it's got to be something that's ingrained in us that we're going to do it every shift, and that's how you build a forecheck, that's how you build a team game, and tonight that wasn't there for us.
I know you guys erased a 2-goal lead in this hockey game, but did it still feel like you guys were still a little bit behind or not necessarily playing up to your potential?
Well, I mean, we did a good job fighting back, but then obviously you give up that third one, and then you start the third with the PK, and they capitalize, and then you're just chasing, and they're not going to try nothing. They're not going to give you anything easy, and they're not going to turn the puck over, so it makes it harder to come back. But like I said, I think we just we need to keep it simple, and I mean that's wasn't there, but watching the game in Seattle, the guys just put the puck in, went forecheck, created lots of loose puck turnovers, and got chances from it. So we need to be able to do that every night and shift by shift. Okay. Yeah.
Game back after a long break, what was your assessment of the night?
We made a couple mistakes early and got behind early and chased the game. We were around a little bit, but turned over a lot of pucks and ended up chasing. And when you've been off for 11 days, that's not an ideal situation.
Mike had a lot of work, but
Yeah.
he looked like he had certainly not missed the amount of time
Yeah.
that he missed. Or what did you think of his?
No,
night?
he was good in the net and out of the net. Moved the puck very well. We hung him out to dry there in a couple of those odd number breaks that he didn't have any chance on. But it's good for him to get back in there and get going.
Do you have any turnovers tonight, Dave, in order to win?
Yeah, you turn the puck over and you chase the game, and that happened. I mean, we're chasing the game early and you're trying to make something happen. But ultimately, when you turn those pucks over, you're spending a lot of energy trying to get it back instead of playing with it.
I know you guys had to shorten the bench on the defensive side. How did you feel like your group reacted to that?
Well, it's lots coming back out of that. Young Sammy had a tough start, so Jimmy decided to go down with 5, and we hung around it, but just we made too many mistakes to get it back to where we needed to.
When you look at the contrast of back-to-back games, granted there's 11 days in between, what were some of the things that were lacking from Seattle, the effort in Seattle that we didn't
Well,
see tonight?
we were sound. We were sound. Just our forecheck was sound. We didn't give outnumber breaks. Our puck play was simple, and tonight, like I say, we got down early, and then the puck play gets more complicated because you're trying to get back in the game, and end up chasing it. All right, thanks.
Tonight, it's the Oilers and it's the Blues that are up
I
next.
think the Blues are aware now, but Bozak unable to get that puck on net, and as Ryan gives to shore, gets it back. Ryan, a backhander, towed aside by Bennington. Rebound cleared, but not out. Shot, Bouchard had it blocked. Recovered, swung it over to Draisaitl, but intercepted by Kyrou. Pushed ahead, Thomas walks in, gets it back and scores. A 2-on-0 finished by Robert Thomas. The assist to Tarasenko.
Well, a tough situation for Edmonton as Evan Bouchard was attempting to make a play at the blue line, and the Oilers ended up turning the puck over. As we see this reverse angle here, the transition comes back the other way, and Samorukov jumps up. He got caught in no man's land, and an open look on a 2-on-0 backdoor tap in. No chance for Mike Smith. Dmitry Samorukov playing his first NHL game, couldn't knock it down. Give and go, Tarasenko, and an easy finish for St. Louis to jump out in front 1-0.
And recovered by Thomas. Neat interior pass to Krug. And Tarasenko with a strike to Kyrou. Breaks around Samorukov to the net. Shoots and scores. 2-0.
Baptism under fire right now for Dmitry Samorukov, who came into camp in terrific shape and got hurt in the first rookie game, and that time he got walked. I mean, there's really no other way to say it. He's going to have to dig himself out here, settle down, but a stretch up the ice, and Jordan Kyrou just froze Dmitry Samorukov and then elevated the puck high to the glove side. Tough sequence for a rookie defenseman who's partially in the lineup because of some cap implications in the rookie bonus on Philip Rover.
9 and out by Bozak. 2-0 St. Louis. Here's Yamamoto. Drop pass to Draisaitl. Walks in, shoots and scores, and Edmonton right back in the game. Draisaitl with his league-leading 24th allowed the lane to open up and then buried it behind Jordan Bennington. Exactly the response the Oilers needed.
Well, you said it, and that's just a world-class finish from a world-class finisher. I mean, the Oilers get a bit of a break. St. Louis doesn't get the puck deep. The Oilers start the transition back the other way. Yamamoto drops it off. Nugent Hopkins drives the net. And then Draisaitl with an absolute rip job. And that's part of the reason why he's leading the NHL right now in goal scoring.
This
This
guy
guy,
won. That game against Seattle, you mentioned they had tied it up by the end of 20. Here's Draisaitl, one-timer Nugent Hopkins, and Bennington's best save of the
played
night.
since maybe the end of the 1920 regular season that we had, and Leon drives the net, back behind the goal, drops one European-style short side, and Nugent Hopkins picks it
CC
up.
in the lane, and here come the Oilers. Down the middle of the ice is Hyman, but the Blues were able to collapse on him. Falk finds Perron, scoring chance coming, slapper denied.
Didn't rotate Samorukov through and double shifted Cuckoo. He got caught a little bit flat-footed.
Thomas walks in, centering pass, back to Thomas, in front, Smith dives and breaks it up, and the Oilers will get a touch. And now we've got some wrestling in front of Smith. CC under duress, a pair of Blues right there. Dug out. Over to Tarasenko, a drive and a blocker save made by a sprawling Smith. Edmonton needs a clear desperately. Cuckoo Reverse pivot on Costin, then gave it away. Costin in front, denied by Smith.
A couple egregious giveaways by Edmonton in the second one. A point-blank look for Boston and highway robbery is Mike Smith on a bang-bang play, fought it off.
Torrey Krug was on that club. He's now in his second year in St. Louis. Here's Perunovic, a dish, a wrist shot fought off by Smith, and that tumbles out of play. Centers. And Parayko, a little out of his reach, cleared by McDavid. Zach Hyman looking for McDavid, deflected. McDavid, a shot denied by Bennington. Immediately by Connor McDavid. Laid it off and then got it back from Bouchard. McDavid in full flight around. Parayko went up upstairs, short side, hit the crossbar, and then a score. Threaded through, may have been tipped in front. Evan Bouchard, a seeing eye shot after McDavid hit the bar. Bouchard finds the top corner, and that's his sixth.
Wow, it's crazy with Evan Bouchard this year. When you think about the opportunities he's had for one-timers, he hasn't powdered those ones home, but it's all been on the quick plays where he's been decisive, good opportunity, and then Bouchard just walks in, net front presence there from Zach Hyman at the side of the goal, and Bouchard really decisive in the action, and the Oilers tied here.
One down,
Evan Bouchard.
Off the draw, St. Louis a rush the other way. Walker in front, quick shot denied by Mike Smith with no rebound to win. Stop. Father's Day trip was a come from behind win, and of course, earlier this season, Falk down the middle, Tarasenko to the net, scores. 3-2 Blues. Tarasenko, a three-point night.
Well, we talk about high-end finishers, five-time 30-plus goal scorer in the National Hockey League, and this actually starts all the way back in the Oilers zone, or in the St. Louis zone. Edmonton turns the puck over, and the Blues start the transition the other way. Falk with his head up, and then a quick interior pass to a guy that can make plays. Tarasenko finishes it off, but Duncan Keith could intercept the quick pass, and tough read there for Mike Smith.
Forced back behind. Hustled out to Mikula. Now Perron inside to O'Reilly. Can't jam it in short side, but I believe he's... And so the Blues begin the third with a 3-2 lead and a full 2-minute power play. Krug, a one-timer to save Smith, rebound, score. And St. Louis extends to a 4-2 lead. Brandon Saad on the doorstep with his 12th.
Let's not forget, St. Louis has got a terrific power play too. Third in the National Hockey League at 29.6%. And they had a net front presence and picked up the loose change. They gain the zone entry, and Saad drops it back. They swing it across. And then a hammer blow and pick it up. The rebound in front. No chance at all for Mike Smith there. Brandon Saad has unfortunately got inside positioning on Duncan Keith.
At least offensively, Draisaitl, Yamamoto, Nugent Hopkins, as you pointed out, have had a good night offensively. Backhander off the rush, short side.
Came on the power play. We saw this the last time the two teams played here.
Oh, what a move by Kyrou. Drop off, Perunovic, shot save made by Smith. Rebound, Jordan. CC outfoxed O'Reilly, kept it in the corner. Power play is over, shoveled on net, a save made by Smith. Denied, granted off the boards, plucked by Draisaitl, threw it across. Here's McDavid, walks in, and shot denial by Bennington. Out to Cuckoo, a blast wide, rebound in front. Fogle couldn't finish, and Bennington kept it off the line. McDavid jamming away, and finally the whistle goes. And a spinning glove save made by Jordan Bennington.
As the Oilers got a good opportunity, the puck ricochets back in front. Fogle where he needs to be, in front of the net. Parayko using that 6'5" frame, gets a stick on it, and then Bennington sticks with it, and the puck sticks to him and doesn't deflect into a goal. Edmonton a little bit unlucky maybe to not be within a goal here.
High caliber stops. Here's Fogle. Backdoor. What a save made by Bennington on Barry. And Bennington. Draisaitl will play it off the boards. Challenged by Krug. Shot wide. McDavid off the side of the net. Second effort. Bennington splayed out. Can't cover. McDavid shoots, and that went over. Zach Hyman clears, but the Blues are going to run out the final 10 seconds, and Edmonton will drop to 14-6 this year against Western Conference opposition.